We're back. So I basically did a whole dry run of this recording, and we found out it had double audio. The wonders of, um, basically, I have been trying to get my second PC set up. I actually had all the routing, everything set up, and in the process, I did change some settings, and that's where we ended up. And also, I needed some additional parts, which haven't gotten here yet. So we're back to a single PC setup. So everything is just a disaster here. But I want to take this first part of my stream to discuss Twitch marketing. It's been a really hot topic on Twitter. Reason why is they announced that there will be changes, that they are testing new experiences to connect streamers to brands and things like that, or streamer read ads. So if you're listening to a podcast, right, it's very similar to that. Sub codes, sponsored gifted subs, sponsored sub discounts, various things of that nature. So people got really upset because what they thought was that was going to be in solo and tandem, which one, certain offers and certain things actually might be. They might be. I guess there's never a guarantee, but a lot of these will probably just come with a sponsored deal, and they want to integrate it, right? What they've done is they've built products, I'm guessing, on the back end, or processes and tooling to do this. Hold on one second. My camera is like super fuzzy, and it's driving me nuts here. Let me see here. Autofocus. We good now? All right, we're good now. Okay, that was really bothering me. Sorry, I looked a little fuzzy on my screen. So here's what happened. They've built these products. This is not something new. I kind of like dug up some articles about it, but this is an article from Adweek from 2022 saying that in early 2023 there will be some big changes coming. And another big one was, this one is an article from Variety back in 2022. And it's saying Amazon Twitch wants to marry commercials with creators because it makes sense, right? Because when you are going to, one, Twitch is going to have its own ad sales team. And then two, you're going to have CPG companies. If you don't know what a CPG company is, consumer product good company, that is your Coca-Colas, that is anything that you consume. Those companies, which are traditionally the largest and biggest marketers out there, they come to this website and it's nothing but content creators. It's people going viral. It is funny, energized people. It's creative people. Like, you have a DJ right here. You have everything, right? So when you come to them, either Twitch directly or to Amazon, and you say, I want to spend money with you, they want to integrate into this. And the only way to integrate into this right now is through ads. Ads suck. Ads suck. They absolutely, positively suck. One, most people click off when they get an ad. People have ad blockers. There's so many ways to circumvent ads. And in general, most likely you're only just going to get some flack for running an ad on a platform like this. You're going to become a meme. You're going to get made fun of. You're going to get targeted. It's going to bring negative PR and brand awareness. So going back, creators are upset, or certain creators are upset. Which, because the way they explained this, and again, without, like, I've done these campaigns, like I've been at day one of products like this. Like, I've launched products that are marketing or sales driven products that in particular are meant to grow, right? So I understand what their team is going through. They've been working on this a long time. I actually was at TwitchCon. I got to be in a room with Twitch leadership, and they kind of talked a little bit about this also, which makes sense to me. So when I read this, I'm like, okay, good. As a small content creator on this platform, this is good. Who it's bad for? There is a cohort of people that it's bad for, and it's those at the very top. Those people, like when there was a Twitch leak and it was like top streamers' salaries or how much earnings or whatever they got paid was released, those people, they have a potential of taking a haircut here. There's no doubt about that. They have a potential of taking a haircut here. So yes, those people could be upset. In this kind of thread, I actually, someone who I've met and a streamer I look up to and have immense respect for, Batty still says, it still feels wrong they're buying subs like 50-50 of an ad. It just feels disingenuous. And, my point was like campaigns already do this, though. I've seen lots of brands go and buy subs, especially during an ad campaign or a sponsored stream. The goal, it seems, Twitch is just to productize this. And he responded back, I've had G Fuel Energy give me subs. Why does Twitch need to make more? And this is the key kind of, if I had to bottle this up in short, hopefully G Fuel continues to work directly with creators. The goal would be for, and I said SPG, I meant CPG. I was literally having a crazy work day and I just kind of wanted to reply to it. I made another really bad typo in this, but CPG companies that are going to Amazon and they want integrated marketing campaigns that they can easily be ran. So the goal isn't to take G Fuel. And again, when you look at traditional Twitch marketing, like I bet I could find one here. Does someone have like, let me see here. No one has got it, but it's like Factor. Oh, right here, Factor. Go figure, right there, Factor. Like, let's click on the stream, Factor. They are like a HelloFresh brand, right? You have specific brands that have built their marketing campaigns around streamers because they're seeing ROI. What you have though broadly for Amazon and for Twitch and for Amazon TV and basically their whole suite of products is you have a lot more people. And so the goal isn't to take away G Fuel. G Fuel, they've already got those relationships. They've already got the brands. They're already working with creators. The goal is not to take away from them. The goal is to give content creators Coca-Cola. The goal is to give content creators your favorite cereal brand that's releasing a new flavor. Your goal is to give you Tide bleach and for their new bleach product that makes it double white, double fast, and less stain proof. The goal is for that, right? And again, it's hard to kind of see through the weeds. I think a lot of content creators are just upset with Twitch, especially with Kick right now, who is taking only 90. I mean, they're only taking 5% from subs, and so they're looking at the macro, and they're thinking this is a way to get screwed over more. But the reality is, unless you're at the very top, you're most likely not going to get screwed over. What's actually going to happen is you're actually get a potential to get way more sponsorships, to get way more ad revenue, to get way more. And I think what's really exciting is the bottom tier. So me, right? 10 viewer Andy, 15 viewer Andy, the bottom tier. What I think is exciting about the bottom tier is if somebody wanted to canvas Twitch, you actually don't go to the top. You could actually canvas by going to the whole bottom tier. And instead of getting one or two or a few big streamers, they could get half the platform at the same cost. Now, that would have been impossible without product updates and building an actual product to do this. And that was my whole point about this is this is Mike Mitten. I believe he's head of revenue over at Twitch. He might have been in the room actually at TwitchCon. He said this is not intended as a replacement for normal compensation. This is something brands can buy to increase engagement of your sponsorship. This 2-hour stream brought to you by Brand X. Brand X will be dropping gifted subs during the sponsored stream. So this actually happened. I saw this happen the other day. I mean, this is not anything new. MidBeast, again, probably one of those like very top people that potentially could see a haircut from this. He had a Dungeons and Dragons stream. And basically he was playing with community members. And I think there was some giveaways or something that happened in chat. But basically he had challenges to do. And he had to keep going and get kills. He's a League of Legends streamer. So he had to get kills in ARAM with very specific challenges. And after each challenge, there was like a media board and it showed new content. And it was very well done. And it was very integrated. It felt right. People were getting hyped. People were excited. which is what you want from ads. That's what you want, especially if you're working with a creative platform and you're working kind of like on a digital activation, right? It's a digital brand activation is really the opportunity here. And it worked well. And so the thing is, that is very difficult to do without product changes and abilities on Twitch's end to do. And a lot of people are like, well, they already have the content. Like I've seen people say like, well, they already have those relationships or they already could do that. Right. But the thing is, they want it low. They don't want heavy lifting on either side. And up until now, there would have had to have been heavy lifting, my guess, because I'm guessing there are back end product changes. Right. There is probably a platform. They actually productize a lot of this stuff. And I think the whole point of this tweet is basically saying, hey, we built these products, right? They built these products and we can roll them out. We can execute, we can do this, and we're going to be reaching out on a broad scale. Because my guess is a lot of, given the dates of some of these articles and things, this is not new. My guess is during the pandemic, they wanted to do a lot of this, especially during like a South by time or a San Diego Comic-Con time. Traditionally, at times when you would announce big products, you would be one to promote them. There was no in-person, and I guarantee you people wanted to do some sort of digital brand activation. And there was, and there is, but not on this scale. And I just got a recording error. Wonderful. I think we're back. I don't know, man. I've had nothing but issues tonight. Anyways, let's just wrap this up. I think I got the gist of it, but ultimately, I don't believe the goal is to be malicious. I don't think the goal is to take money away. In fact, what this is going to do is, sure, Twitch is going to get a big piece of the pie because they're a middleman and they're going to make more money this way, which was good because they can invest it. But from the beginning, especially with this new CEO, I think his goal is to, he's openly said he wants to funnel more money back, right? And this is actually, these tools actually could enable small streamers, you know, the smaller Andys or even 100 viewers or, you know, traditionally people that wouldn't get these really big sponsorships. It's going to give them an opportunity to do it because if one person said, and again, most of the time, it probably still will be people at the top or, you know, middle or whatever. But if they really wanted to cover or just work with some smaller creators, somebody for the same price could get hundreds of streamers. You could take over a whole category, right? Especially if you look at games that I play, Escape from Tarkov, especially at wipe time, right? You could take over because a lot of people are 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 viewers. And if you gave me a $200 2-hour sponsored contract or something like that, like I probably would do it, especially if it's a cool product, right? It's good for me for my own highlight reel and different things. It's good for smaller streamers. And traditionally, that would not have been able, without product changes, you cannot do that. You can't. It's not feasible. You cannot do that. So this whole announcement was Twitch is saying we've built the product, we're experimenting, we're working on it, and this is something that we are going to focus on. And most of the content creator community hated it. What I'm telling the content community, those who have not worked in tech, who have not worked in operations, who have not worked in marketing, who have not worked in all the things that I have the last 8 years. Jeez, so it's crazy. 8+ years that I've been doing this. This is actually a good thing. This actually is a way to help. So I can get the vertical clip so I can make it super easy and I don't have to edit stuff. But all right. So in conclusion, I've broke down everything here of why these products are needed. Ultimately, it's a way to reach more content creators and brands and to build more custom campaigns so you can get more money into the hands of content creators. Because traditionally, the only ones that could get this are the ones at the very top. And most content creators took this as a negative thing. because they didn't understand. They don't have the tech background. They haven't. I mean, I've launched. I've built products like this. I've done campaigns like this. The last 8 years of my life has been doing things like this, at various times or capacities. And what I'll say is, this is a good thing for the little guys, because traditionally, if you want to spend $50,000, $100,000, $1 million on an ad campaign on Twitch, you go to crappy ads that are getting just into the abyss, ignored, or it would go to a select few content creators. But what you could do is take over a whole category. You could take over everything, pay a couple $100, $500, whatever it is, to a small content creator who'd be very stoked, very excited to do this, and you could take over all of them. So any stream you clicked on in a specific category, you could have ad. You know, again, the kind of podcast style. Oh, hey, like, check this out, right? It's that kind of engagement, or the gifted subs and all the things. So you can really do some creative marketing campaigns with these tools, right? With these tools that they're building or have built, and especially to reach smaller content creators, which has not been able to be done before. But if you wanted your dollar to go a long way, you could take over one stream or maybe a couple streams, or you could take over half of Twitch. And I'll leave that up to marketers, because some marketers would rather just have one or two. But any of the ones that, I don't know, want to see their dollar go a long way, you could literally have all of that. And what I bet you can do is work with Twitch to get, or at least in the future, auto clips. So you could have 500 people saying, try the new Coca-Cola, or cracking a Coca-Cola open, drinking one. And again, because you're talking to a 10 viewer, 20 viewer, maybe a 5 viewer, maybe 100 viewer streamer, but for the price of 1 or 10 big streamers, you could get all of these. I think it actually becomes really unique and interesting what a smart marketer could do with these tools.